for the number. There's a very small number on there. It's number 15. Now that's going to fit this number 3 holder. All I have to do is meet the 2, slide it in. If it gives me a little bit of resistance, I'm going to just put it in that way. Now I did dull the knife or the blade a little bit, but it's not significant because I'm not doing anything unusual with it. Okay, so this entire piece is going to be the latissimus dorsi.
Can she kind of sneak in? She can't see.
Okay, so latissimus dorsi. Laying on the latissimus dorsi is going to be spinotrapezius. Now, this one got a little messed up because normally this is extending underneath as well. So they kind of created their edge on this one. But it gives you the idea that spinal trap is going to be a triangularly shaped muscle. So latissimus spinal trap.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you're quiet, please, while I'm finishing this. Okay, thank you. Okay, so latissimus, this is spinal trap. This would be the acromio trap. Remember I said it took the shape of the blade of the scapula. Then this is my clavotrapezius right here. Now, so that's our sac on the back. Spinal trap, acromio trap, clavo trap. Attached to acromio trap is levator scapulae. It elevates the scapula. Okay? Below that is going to be spinodeltoid. Spinodeltoid is going to be a rectangle. Right here, you see that structure that has a lot of tendon in it. That's a acromiodeltoid. See it right here? Anything deltoid normally will be triangular. Okay? Then this guy is going to be clavodeltoid. So spino, acromio, clavodelt, spino, acromio, clavotrapezius. If I flap back my acromio trap,
I just won't be in your way.
now what you can see pretty easily, your spine of scapula, you can see right here. See it? Going this way. So it's superior, inferior. This is your supraspinatus, right there. This is your infraspinatus. On the inferior angle of your scapula, you're going to have the teres major, right there. Then if I lift up my spinodeltoid and look in, This one looks like hamburger, but right inside there is teres minor. My probe is actually on it somewhat. It's a little tiny muscle. That's teres minor. Okay, does anybody have any questions on where to find minor? Major is easy. Major's a big boy. Major is there. Minor is right there.
Would you say it's under the acromial deltoid? Under the acromial deltoid?
It's actually under spinodelt. You see? Because my acromiodelt is here. Okay. So, spinodelt, flip it up, look inside. It's a little slip of muscle. Now, below my acromiodeltoid and distally on the arm, I'm going to find brachialis right here. This is brachialis. If I want brachioradialis, it will run right along with the radial nerve. This is it right here. And unfortunately, this one got a little break in it. But can you see it right there? That's brachioradialis. So it's going to go from the distal end of the brachium or humerus to the styloid process of the radius. Because Fluffy's thumb would be right about here. So brachioradialis. The radial nerve would be this thing that looks like dental floss. Now, on the lateral side of the humerus is the lateral head of tricep. Going below that, you're going to find the long head. If I open the door, and I look inside, I can see the medial head. So my forceps is on lateral. My probe is on long. I've opened the door to find the medial. So long, lateral, and medial. Now, she mentions anconia, skid over it. Oh, good. It's a very minor elbow extensor.
Yeah.
By the way, anything involving tricep,
No,
if you hold on to the insertion, it's going to do extension of the elbow. Okay, so that means anything in the front would do flexion. Okay, so all of the tricep end on the olecranon process of the ulna. Here is our lumbodorsal fascia. Now, this right here is gluteus medius. This guy is maximus. This one is caudofemoralis. So you put your hand on hip, you sit on this one, And you move your tail with this one. This is all of the bicep femoris, two-headed on the femur. You also have two-headed on the arm. That's what's known as the bicep brachii. But this muscle will perform hip extension and knee flexion. Okay? Back and then bend. That's as a result of this. Now, here is our calf muscle, known as the gastrocnemius. Gaster referring to belly. There's two bellies of that muscle. If you look at the calf muscle right there, okay, you can see what I mean by the two bellies. And then if I go deep to that, I'm going to see this one. That one is soleus. So gastroc, soleus. They both go to the calcaneal tendon. So both of them are going to be plantar flexors. Now watch. I'm going to pull on the insertion and the cat will go into plantar flexion. So what's going to happen if I do the opposite with the muscle on the lateral surface and the
Dorsiflexion.
Dorsiflexion. Good job. Okay, so it's really not difficult. You just get overwhelmed with all the new terminology, and I understand that. But just take them apart, look at them. Check them out, and then make sure you're comfortable with your cat and look around at other ones. The reason I'm asking you to color in those packages is because it'll help you, because I know Mrs. Montgomery is going to clay model. She has her students doing the clay modeling. I don't like to have you use your time that way.